You're afraid of what people will think if you fail. But failure only happens if you quit. If not, it was an experiment. Matt, I keep getting all these, like I add these people to my business and then they quit and then they quit and they quit. I said, because they don't believe that you believe that you're going somewhere. And if you expect yourself to have influence to the point that people want to follow you, that people want to go to war with you, that people want to take over the industry with you, they need to believe that you believe in where you're going. And if people don't believe that you believe in where you're going, then guess what? It's going to dilute your influence because they're like, this person doesn't even have an idea of what they have in them. They don't realize their capacity, they don't understand their potential, they don't understand the opportunity, and or maybe the opportunity isn't that good because you don't even believe that you can win in the opportunity. And so they start to doubt the opportunity, not because the opportunity deserves to be doubted, they doubt the opportunity because you're lacking the belief that you can make it happen.
You will fail at some point in your life, accept it. You will lose, you will embarrass yourself, you will suck at something. In the acting business, you fail all the time. Early on in my career, I auditioned for a part in a Broadway musical. Perfect role for me, I thought. I didn't get the job. I didn't quit. I didn't fall back. I walked out of there to prepare for the next audition, and the next audition, and the next audition. I prayed, but I continued to fail and fail. If you don't fail, you're not even trying. My wife told me this great expression. To get something you never had, you have to do something you never did.
You aren't afraid of failure, you're afraid of what people will think of you if you fail. Because everyone's number one addiction is the addiction to what other people think of them. So you're thinking about, what if I try, I don't succeed, and people fail? How come you haven't called every single person in your phone? Because you're afraid of what they're going to say or what they're going to think if you call them. That is the only reason you haven't called them. You literally have the cure to their financial cancer. You have the greatest opportunity in the history of business, in my opinion. You have the greatest everything, and you haven't called them. Well, why not? You're just afraid of what they're going to think on the other side. So you're not afraid of failure. You're afraid of what people will think if you fail. But failure only happens if you quit. If not, it was an experiment.
This is all about the quitting mind. So what's the quitting mind? Let's say it's day one of a job interview. We all know what that feels like. You have your clothes laid out, you've been preparing for weeks and weeks and weeks. You show up and you bring your best self. You get the job. Merry Christmas. All right. After a couple months, you start showing up to work a little later. You don't look as good. Your breakfast isn't ready. Your mind's getting softer. We do that to everything in life. When New Year's coming up, guess what? Don't have a quitting mind. Repetition every day. Stay hard.
You want it badly? What's going to happen is, no matter what the circumstances are, you're not going to let that discourage you or quit. And the fact that you don't let it discourage you is the thing that's going to allow you to keep getting up and keep laying bricks. And one day you're going to look up, and because you laid bricks when it was nice outside, you laid bricks when it was foggy, you laid bricks when it was rain, like you just laid bricks regardless of what was going on because you wanted it that bad. I promise you, you're going to have it. But I said it, I want to say it one more time. You're not failing because of the circumstance and situation. You're failing because mentally you let the circumstance and situation make you stop laying bricks.
I made an upfront decision that I would never quit. That was my upfront decision. I had a done and done signed deal contract with myself. I will never give up. So every single time I wanted to, I'd look at my own contract with myself. Every single time I wanted to give in, I would look at the contract with myself. If you have a plan B, it will distract you from plan A. Yes. And the only way to take the island is to burn the boats that you can retreat to.
I love it.
So for me, it was like, I'm gonna burn all boats, give me nothing to retreat to, and I'm gonna go all in on one thing, and I'm never gonna quit. Because if I just never quit, and I stay in this for 10, 20, 30 years, you're telling me over a 10-year period, 20-year, 30-year period, I'm not gonna figure it out? No, you'll eventually figure it out. Most people just don't have the staying power to. So my challenge would be have the staying power and just keep going. Stick and stay, never go away, and eventually things will work out.